everyone. My name is Gisela Trevino, coming to you from the Children's Museum, Houston. I am the Basics Houston educator here, and today we're going to share with you about one of our programs that can give your child a great start in life. The Basics Houston Fun Shops are parent and child workshops developed in partnership with the Houston Health Department that focus on 5 fun and powerful ways to build your baby's brain. Did you know that the first 3 years can have the most impact on your child's learning? 80% of brain development happens in the first 3 years. That is why it is so important to learn the basics. One of the 5 basics is read and discuss stories, which encourage you to read daily to your child and ask questions while reading. This simple routine provides not just academic but emotional benefits that can help your child succeed in school and beyond. But first, we invite you to watch the Basics Houston video on Read and Discuss Stories.
How do children learn to think?
Llama, llama, red pajama, thump, thump, thump.
Reading to your child is a way to expose your child to language from the very beginning. It's a way to develop warm, fuzzy, good feelings associated with books and learning.
Kyra, is it time to go read? Let's go read our books.
With infants, choose books that are simple, sturdy, and colorful. It's all about the pictures when it's with infants.
Sometimes we'll just pick one up if it's playtime. We'll pick up a book and read it. He's really good at turning pages, so we don't always get through all the words. But it's more about pointing at the pictures and talking about them.
I'm a giraffe, and I have to...
Actively involving your child in this way is more important than reading all the words on the page. It's the experience that matters.
What are they doing? They're on a swing. I like.
Snuggle up with your child so that they feel cozy and have a good view. Point to different parts of the page as you tell the story.
Who's that? It's a mama.
You can also talk about the colors and the shapes in the pictures.
This is blue, yellow.
Reading is really important. Children at this age are like sponges.
Always treat a bug with care.
Each time you take a look and save your hugs for all the bugs you find inside this book. Beep, beep, beep.
As children get a little bit older,
can you read it? You read it to Granny.
You can expose them to other parts of the reading process.
Good night, Moon.
Before you start to read a book, examine the cover, talk about the title.
You see the stars in the sky at night?
Flip through the pages to see all the colors. While you're reading, ask questions that get your child to think.
What does the dog say?
Ruff, ruff.
She asks questions. She recalls the story. Okay. So if you read it to her previously, she will recall, and sometimes I'm like, oh wow, how'd you remember that? Because I don't. She will point certain things out, like this is a giraffe, or this is an ant, or this color is yellow. So it's good because it teaches me to make sure that I'm on my toes with her.
What does she say? Help. I need help.
Point to the words. Show them how reading works from left to right on the page. And there are spaces between the words. You can point to show them.
Alexander, look at the mouse. If I say there's a mouse on the page and I point to the mouse, eventually he'll point to it and say mouse.
As you read, stop once in a while to talk about what's happening in the story. Respond to your child's comments and questions. Build on your child's interest as they develop. So if they're interested in bugs or dinosaurs or butterflies, go to the library and get some books about those topics.
I just want him to be able to understand his world, and I want him to develop a love for reading.
The more fun reading is, the better. It's all about developing a lifelong love of learning, so make it fun.
As we just heard in the video, reading to your children exposes them to language from the very beginning. Actively involving your children in books by talking about the pictures and what is happening on the pages is more important than reading all the words. It's the experience that matters. Take trips to the library, like the one we're in today. We're in the Parent Resource Library here at the museum, which is part of the Houston Public Library. As the experts say, reading and discussing stories is vital to build your baby's brain. Flap books are the perfect tool to engage your little ones in the story. They allow interaction through pages and stimulate their natural curiosity. Today's book is called Dear Zoo by Rod Campbell. As you will see in our book, Dear Zoo, it has some flaps inside. Lifting the flaps is a fun way to teach kids about making predictions, which is an important skill for many subjects like reading, math, or science. It also builds anticipation and excitement for what will come next. Let's begin. Dear Zoo by Rod Campbell. I wrote to the zoo to send me a pet. They sent me let's see, it says very heavy. What could it be? An elephant! He was too big. I sent him back. So they sent me what does that look like? That's right. A giraffe! He was too tall, so I sent him back. So they sent me what could be behind there? It says danger. Let's find out. A lion! Ooh. He was too fierce. I sent him back. So they sent me what is that? Let's open it. A camel! He was too grumpy, so I sent him back. So they sent me what could be inside this basket? Let's find out. A snake! He was too scary. I sent him back. So they sent me what could be, what's that peeking through that box? Let's find out. A monkey! He was too naughty, so I sent him back. So they sent me what could be in that box? It's kind of small. What could fit in a small box? Let's find out. A frog! He was too jumpy. I sent him back. So they thought very hard. And they sent me what do you think? What do you think would be the perfect pet? Let's see. A puppy! He was perfect. I kept him. The end. Wow, that was a fun story. Now let's join my partner Belkis for an extension activity on Read and Discuss Stories.
Hello everyone, my name is Belkis Hernandez. I am one of the Basics Houston bilingual educators. At this moment, we are in the postal office of Kitropolis in the Children's Museum, Houston. And I'm going to show you a fun activity to go beyond the story, Dear Zoo. You may be wondering why we are in the postal office. Well, the reason is that we are going to play pretend and send by mail an important request for your family. Through this activity called Perfect Pet, we want to invite you to talk and discuss with your children which animal they would like the zoo to send them. But before making any request, we need to make sure the zookeepers know what kind of animal is the perfect pet for your family. For this activity, you will need magazines with animal pictures, scissors, tape, and a cardboard box. What you and your child will do is, first, look through the pictures in the magazines to find the perfect pet for your family. Consider different scenarios like space, if any family member has pet allergies, or some animal requirement such as food or shelter. For example, if you live in a house with a backyard, you can consider a big dog. Let me find a big dog. Woo! Or even a rabbit. Or if you live in an apartment, a cat or a fish could be a nice company. Once you have made the big decision, cut out the picture of the animal of the magazine. Then tape the picture into the box and pretend you are sending it by mail to the zoo to request your perfect pet. Perfect Pet is a great opportunity to enjoy the story even after the reading. Also, this activity allows you to guide the conversation with your children, which improves their language development, stimulate their natural curiosity about animals, and expand their imagination. Now, let's visit Gisela in the vet clinic as she shows us another way to extend today's story.
Other ways to encourage your child's love for reading is through this activity we call Sounds Fun, specially designed for infants, with the main objective being to capture your baby's attention while you read. At birth, your baby's hearing is more highly developed than their sight. Though your child may not understand all the words yet, the sound of your voice is music to their ears. For this activity, all you'll need is a cardboard tube, like you can see, and you can decorate it any way you like. Put stickers or use markers to make it pretty, and some stuffed animals like the ones you see here, and of course lots of enthusiasm. The idea is creating a tool to make sound effects to capture your child's attention while you're reading or retelling a story. As you are your child's narrator, be expressive and talk with excitement. For example, in this opportunity, we're going to imitate the sound that animals make. So what you and your child will do is use your paper tube and put it up to your mouth and point the other end toward your baby's ear. Say the names of the animals and make the sounds through the tube. Your child will be listening intently as you make the sounds. Now we're going to use one of our tools to imitate the sounds the animals made in our story, Dear Zoo. Starting with the elephant. Let's make the elephant sound. Now, let's do the giraffe. If you're not sure what sound your giraffe makes, that's okay. You can make it up and be creative. And then, of course, we have our lion. We all know what sound a lion makes. Roar! Roar! If you can tell, when you roar into your tube, you feel the vibration. You can always have your baby hold onto the tube as you roar. Now, Ms. Belkis, what are some other animal sounds that we can pretend to make?
Well, now I'm going to try to show you how the snake sound. That's good? Well, now I'm going to try to imitate the monkey. It really sounds like a monkey in the jungle. And what about our friend, the dog?
That sounds fun! Wow, Miss Belkis, those were some great animal sounds! Through Read and Discuss Stories, we can open a whole new world for our children. Now, let's join our partner, Armando Orduña, as he shares with you more alternatives to engage your children in reading with an activity like the one he and his family are trying at home called Night at the Zoo.
Hello everyone, my name is Armando Orduña and I'm with the Children's Museum Houston. My family and I are excited to share with you this activity called Night at the Zoo, which provides an opportunity to go beyond the book by recreating what happened in the story. Let's get started. First, we will read the book Good Night Gorilla by Peggy Rothman. Make sure you talk about the pictures and what you see happening on the page. Discuss what the characters are doing on each page. This is more important than reading all of the words. Good Night Gorilla by Peggy Rothman. Good night, gorilla. The zookeeper's walking past the gorilla cage in the zoo. But what is that sneaky gorilla doing? He's taking the keys. The keys off of the belt of the zookeeper. Does the zookeeper know this? No, the zookeeper doesn't know what's going on. That sneaky gorilla. Look, the gorilla opened his cage and let himself out. And look who took his banana. What is that? What kind of animal is that? It's a mouse. The mouse took the banana. The gorilla took the keys. And the zookeeper, he doesn't see either. Good night, elephant, says the zookeeper. But the gorilla looks at his friend, the elephant, in the cage. And there's that mouse with the banana. What do you think the gorilla's going to do? He might use those keys. He used the keys to open the elephant's cage. And now the elephant is out. And so is the mouse with the banana. Good night, lion. The lion's in the cage. But what does the gorilla do? He's letting his friend the lion out. Now we're going to recreate the story while playing with the toy animals as we discuss what we remember happening in our book. We're using simple tools like Ziploc boxes, tissue boxes, and toy animals. Let's get started. The giraffe? Okay, let's go there. Yeah. All right, you take the keys. And unlock it. Okay, now pull out the giraffe. Careful. Let me help you. Okay, pull him out. Yay! All right, so we have two friends out. Let's make a line just like they did in the story. Because they're gonna go sleeping somewhere. Is that the next animal? All right, come over here. All right, open it up. And now, take out our friend. What animal is that? Crocodile. All right, put the crocodile with his friends. What animal is that?
Rhino. Rhino.
Okay. What animal is that?
Rhino.
All right. Do we have one more friend still? You want to get in line too, honey? Okay. Come unlock the cage. All right. Take out our friend. Good friend. Okay. All right. So now, all of our friends are lined up, just like in the story. Where are they going to go? Where do you think they're going to go? You remember?
The zookeeper's house.
That's right. So, they're on their way to the zookeeper's house. Whoops, that's the one on the zoo. They're on their way to the zookeeper's house. That's right. So, let's take our friends. They come to the house. One. Pick another one. Two. Another one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 friends. Okay. Now then what happens? When they get to the house and they all say, good night. Can you say it with me? Good night.
Good night.
Your turn.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Your turn.
Good night. Good night.
Okay. Hope you enjoyed this idea and can recreate your own stories at home. See you next time.
Tips to read and discuss stories. With your infant, 0 to 12 months, read regularly and with expression. Your baby won't understand for a while, but that's fine. They will hear your voice, see the pictures, and develop good feelings about books. Keep it simple. Board books with hard covers and thick pages are made especially for babies. Choose books that are short and have simple, bright pictures. Snuggle up. Hold your baby in your lap so they feel cozy and can see the pictures. Involve them. They might want to hold the book, turn the pages, or pat the pictures. They might even chew on the book. It's all a part of learning. Describe the pictures. It's not important to read all or any of the words. Point to the pictures and describe the colors, shapes, and what the characters are doing. Follow their lead. When they start to lose interest, try another book or stop. Short periods of reading will work best. With your toddler, 12 to 36 months, have a routine. Try to read together every day. Before bed is a great time to read, but choose a time of day that works best for your family. Warm up. Before you open the book, check out the cover. Read the title, look at the pictures, ask your child what they think the story is about. Change your voice. Try different voices for different characters. Help them follow along. Point to the words and pictures. Talk about the colors, shapes, and what the characters are doing. Ask questions. What do you think will happen next? Or why is the girl happy? Respond to your child's comments and questions. Show your interest in their ideas. Don't be too serious. Your toddler may want to turn the page before you have finished it. If they can't sit still for the whole book, that's okay. Reread. Toddlers learn through repetition. so it is normal when they want to read a favorite book over and over. Notice how proud they feel when they master the story. But try for variety too, because new books offer new things to see and learn. It is never too early to start reading, singing to your baby, and engaging in activities to help stimulate their development. Music is a great way to get your child engaged in stories. Let's listen to some storytelling through songs from our friends, the Tot Tunes Band.
Hi everybody, I'm Jacob. Welcome back to Tot Tunes, sponsored by McGovern Foundation. Right next to me here we have Spike, who's reading her book. And right here we have Appa, my dog. And ever since we've been staying home, I've seen a lot more of my pets. So we wrote some songs today about our pets. So this first one is about puppy dogs, and it's called Puppy Puppy. You ready, Spike? Puppy dog is happy, puppy dog is sad. Puppy dog ate my shoelaces, and boy, it made me mad. Puppy dog is fuzzy, puppy dog is quick. Puppy dog runs across the yard and fetches me a stick. Happy puppy, lovely puppy, fuzzy puppy, running puppy. Puppy dog is lazy, puppy dog asleep. Puppy dog runs at all the cars that are running down the street. Puppy dog is growing, puppy dog is dog. Puppy dog goes wild every time she hears a frog. Lazy puppy, sleeping puppy, growing puppy. Puppy, puppy.
We hope you have enjoyed today's Basics Houston learning. We would like to thank our sponsors, the Episcopal Health Foundation and Fox 26, My20 for this program. See you next time.